Hey everyone! Today we're diving into KonoSuba Season 3, which has finally returned after a 5-year wait. If you're wondering whether to rewatch the previous seasons or dive straight into the new one, I'd recommend jumping right in. It's natural to lose track of the story after such a long break, but don't worry, there are flashback scenes to help you catch up. And if you haven't experienced KonoSuba yet, definitely start from the beginning. Now, let's get into the review without further ado. After returning home from the Crimson Village arc, our main character, Sato Kazuma, sets off again with his super reliable teammates, the explosion maniac Megumin, the dumb priest Aqua, and the masochist crusader Darkness. However, things don't go as smoothly as Kazuma expects. This season begins with them receiving an invitation from a princess who is interested in hearing about the group's heroic deeds. Darkness tries her hardest to reject the offer because, as royalty herself, she knows how these fools might act in front of the princess and get themselves into trouble. Despite her efforts, she fails because the other members are eager to meet the princess. This season focuses on Darkness, or Dustiness Ford Lalatina. In previous seasons, she was known as a masochist crusader with a lack of combat skills, mostly kept for comedic moments. However, this time we see a more mature side of her and the character development she undergoes. Her considerate nature, thoughtful actions, and willingness to sacrifice her happiness for her friends add a whole new layer to her character. This season has made me fall for Darkness even more, and she's definitely earning the best girl crown. If you've reached this far, be sure to subscribe for more interesting anime suggestions and reviews. Let's continue with our review. While Darkness stole the show this time, Aqua and Megumin took a back seat, but their presence never left the show. The usual banter, explosions, and steel spells are all there, maintaining this series' signature feel. Kazuma, with his humor, kept me thoroughly entertained. The Princess Invitation arc is particularly funny as Kazuma can't help but let his desires run wild. Kazuma, Aqua, Megumin, and Darkness continue to bounce off each other with their usual dynamic, creating moments that had me laughing out loud. The charm of their interactions is still very much intact, and if you loved their silly antics before, you'll love them even more now. This season has shown that KonoSuba is not just about laughs. It can also tell a compelling story, and they didn't disappoint me in doing so. Honestly, I had lost hope because it had been almost 5 years, but they managed to cover the gap with a good story, jokes, and high-quality animation. The new studio did a fantastic job, with crisp animation and well-executed action scenes, leaving no room for complaints. Overall, it feels like the KonoSuba we know and love. In conclusion, KonoSuba Season 3 is a win. It delivers the comedy and charm that fans expect while also providing a compelling and emotionally resonant story. If you've ever wished for more narrative depth from KonoSuba, this season will not disappoint. It's a joy to have the show back, and I can't wait to see what more it has in store for us. KonoSuba is truly one of the funniest and most heartwarming shows out there, and Season 3 is the best yet. So that's it for KonoSuba Season 3. Now, let me suggest some similar anime that you'll enjoy if you've already finished KonoSuba 3. Don't worry, I've got your back. Let's check out the list with a brief intro for each to help you decide what to watch next. So, my first suggestion would be Uncle from Another World, or Isekai Oji-san. This story is about a man named Yosuke who gets hit by a truck and falls into a coma for 17 years. When he wakes up, he tells his nephew, Takafumi, that he was in a magical world called Grand Ba Mall. At first, Takafumi doesn't believe him, but then his uncle shows he can do magic by making water float in the air. They decide to start a YouTube channel to show off his uncle's magic and earn money to support themselves. This anime has humor similar to KonoSuba and enough funny scenes to keep you entertained. Next, we have No Game No Life. This anime is about a brother and sister, Sara and Shiro, who are very good at playing games. They are so good that they are famous on the internet under the name blank. They think life is just a boring game until one day they get a message from someone they don't know. When they answer, they are suddenly taken to a different world called Disboard, where everything is decided by games. The ruler of this world is a god named Tet. Tet explains the rules to Sara and Shiro and then leaves. This anime is funny, has a good storyline, and explores gaming passion and tactics. It's also an ecchi anime with some raunchy scenes. Before going to our last suggestion, be sure that you've subscribed to my channel to get more interesting anime recommendations and reviews. So lastly, we have The Devil is a Part-Timer. This story starts with the demon lord Satan, aiming to conquer the land of Ent Isla. He's stopped by the hero Emilia and is forced to escape to modern Tokyo, where he loses his magical powers. Without his powers, he takes on a human identity and starts working at a fast food restaurant called McDonald's. Initially focused on returning to Ent Isla, Satan begins to enjoy human life and aims to climb the corporate ladder instead of becoming the demon lord. This show humorously depicts the everyday struggles of people trying to make a living, with the twist that one of them is a demon lord. You'll see the demon lord and his general discussing their expenses for the month and everyday chores like laundry. It's just super hilarious. So, with that, we've reached the end of our video. I've provided all the anime names I mentioned in this video in the description, so be sure to check that out. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to share and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care and happy watching.